Welcome to Human Rights, Inclusivity, and Environmental Issues. Let's start with human rights. So, there are 6 human rights in the workplace. So, every employee has 6 basic human rights in the workplace, and they are privacy, dignity. Every employee has a right to dignity, equity, information. They should get the information that they need to do their jobs, freedom of speech and expression to express themselves, safety and security and protection of life. So they must also be protected and be safe in the workplace. So these are the 6 human rights in the workplace. Now let's look at social rights. Social rights of employees in the workplace. Remember, social rights everyone has, even people who are not working, everyone who lives in society. That's why they are called social rights. We all have them. But employees too have these social rights, and they are, so employees have a right to education, employees have a right to clean water, employees have a right to health care, employees have a right to be protected from crime, just as anyone else. Okay, so those are the social rights. Now let's look at the economic rights of employees. So employees have a right to join a trade union that's going to represent them in case they have a grievance against the employer. So employees also have a right to participate in a legal strike if their grievances are not resolved. So employees have a right to participate in a legal strike. Employees have a right to equal pay for work of equal value. So you must get the same payment as someone else in another company who's doing the same work, because you must receive equal pay for work of equal value. Lastly, employees have a right to reasonable working hours, right? According to the Labor Act. Now let's look at cultural rights. In culture, we include religion. We also include customs, language. So employees have a right to use their own language during their free time. Secondly, employees have a right to attend or participate in cultural or religious activities. So if, let's say for an example, a Muslim employee needs to visit Mecca, as all Muslims have to once in their lives, then they must be given those weeks to because they have a right to that, to practice their culture or religion. So those are the 2 main basic cultural rights: right to use your own language, right to participate in cultural or religious activities. Okay, diversity issues. Diversity just means differences. So we need different people in the workplace, right? So we need different ages. So ages of employees should vary from 18 to 65 years of age. So the ages of permanent employees. Language, appoint an interpreter. Remember, there are different people in the workplace, so the company or the business must appoint an interpreter so that all employees understand meetings. Gender, males and females should get equal employment opportunities. So the company should have both males and females. Race, so employees in the business should come from different races. So we need black employees, we need white employees, we need colored, we need Indians. That way, we're going to have a diverse workforce, so we have diversity. Disability, as far as possible, the business should accommodate employees with disabilities. So if we have people of different age groups, different languages, different genders, different races, and people with disabilities in the business, then that business has diversity. Okay, what are the benefits of having a diverse workforce or diversity in the workplace? Number one, diversity in the workplace improves morale and motivation. Secondly, a more diverse workforce will lead to good public image and will attract more customers. Right? Remember, some people might be comfortable coming to the business when they see black people if they are black. White people might be comfortable coming to the business if they see other white people. So the more diverse you are, the more you'll be able to attract customers because of the good public image. Thirdly, it gives the business a competitive advantage as they can render more services. Remember, people from different age groups, different races, different genders, they will be able to do a whole lot more than just one group. So then they will have a competitive advantage and will be able to render more services. What's the difference between diversity and inclusivity? They are very, very similar. One says they should be different. A variety of people must be employed based on age, gender, language, race, or religion. And the other one says no one must be excluded. So everyone must be included. Also using the same criteria: age, gender, language, race, or religion. So one, diversity says we need different people, a variety of people, and inclusivity says don't exclude anyone. Okay, so what's the role of the business and the health representatives in promoting health and safety? This is, remember, we said employees have a right to health and safety in the workplace. So what should business and health representatives do to ensure this right to safety? Number one, identify potential dangers in the workplace. Number two, provide protective clothing to all workers. Number three, work together with the employers to investigate any accidents in the workplace. All right. Now let's look at the workers. Remember, the workers themselves also have a right to protect themselves. They have a right to practice safety measures. So, number one, workers should use the prescribed safety equipment. Secondly, they must report any accidents to the employer as soon as possible. Lastly, they must report any unsafe working conditions to management in order to ensure that the business remains a safe working place. Okay, so business strategies to protect the environment. This is the last slide. So a business should minimize pollution. So business must reuse, reduce, and recycle, right, to help the environment. Water for human consumption should be tested before it is used. Yeah, we're just focusing on the environment. Uh, Lastly, promote nature conservation by looking after natural resources. So, a workplace where there are trees and it gives a very good image that it's taking care of the environment. So, those are the three ways the business can protect the environment. Thank you, Great House.